Okay, welcome back. So today, probably the last in my series of boot collection reviews, and this is a multitude of boots that we're going to look at today. So taking a look here, here's a sampling, and then we're going to get them out in the sunlight. But we've got a bunch of exotics. You can see some ostrich, you can see some peruku, which is a fish skin, more ostrich. We got some beautiful alligator belly. We got eel there. We got smooth ostrich. More alligator. We got Nile crocodile there. We even got boots made in Spain right there. Those alligator. We got some really high-end JB Hill alligator. We got some Jones boots out of Texas. And then a highly underrated brand, a couple of them. These from El Mexico, and then these down here are all from a great boot company called Corral, and they're much better than I expected. So we got the dogs here. Here's Waddy. He's resting. I don't even know if we're going to get his eyes. And then we got Liza. I'm pretty sure we're not going to get her eyes. She's sleeping, as we always do. A watch check. Today is an ancient, a blast from the past, an old Seiko Lordmatic. I think this was like a 1971 model, so still cooking, still ticking. And then staying with the vintage theme, here's a ostrich. This is the ostrich leg. I forgot what it was. And Lucchese's, back from the 70s too. So these are just fantastic boots. So we'll get into taking a look at these boots. But as I always do is have a cigar. And I was looking for a short title in the cigar because I got a long title in the video. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Smoke my last Cuban Cohiba, my regular one. I got some Bejiques and some La Casa de Habanos. But this is a beautiful Cohiba straight from Cuba. I went there and got it, so I know it's real. And I think I'm just going to enjoy this one today. Because you know what? Who knows, right? Might as well. You don't want to let that one go to waste. What do they say? Smoke 'em if you got 'em. There's Daisy. Or no, that's Brandon. We got a visitor today. Jenny on the couch over there. So let's head outside. We'll review the boots. We'll light up the cigar and have at it. All right. So here we are. We got the boots lined up here. We got the dogs wound up. So I wanted to do a review of some of the lesser known brands. If you like my boot reviews, check out some of the ones on Lucchese's. I've done some of the other popular brands, Tony Lama, Justin, Riosa Mercedes, Blackjack. So you can get some really nice boots, although I do recommend you try to stay with boots made in Texas or Mexico, although I do have one here made in Spain that I'll talk about. These are some of the brands that are a little bit off-brand. Some are custom boot makers. You can really find some nice boots, especially online in the used boot market. I encourage that. You can save a lot of money. So just getting this Cohiba, this Cuban Cohiba fired up here. It's got a beautiful reddish brown wrapper. Perfect draw, great flavor. So let's get into the boots here. All right. So first of all, I think I will, oh God, kind of bug on the camera. I think where we'll start is probably the most high-end boot that I have. These are JB Hill. And let me get the microphone on here. All right, so JB Hill, and these are, this looks like a Cayman tail. JB Hill just makes phenomenal boots. You can tell they're the JB Hill. You can see the sort of the JB Hill emblem there. Just a great boot. All handmade. Let's see. Sometimes there's the insignia. I don't see it on the side on these. I can't remember if it's there. I just can't see it. But great boots, sturdy boots. Just a really nice addition to the collection. Phenomenal. So next to those are the boots made in Spain. So these boots are from a very popular shoemaker called Mezlan in Spain. And I'll see if, I don't know if we can see the, let's see where it says Mezlan on there, but they are. And you can tell they're really, they're a dress boot. And so they got alligator belly inlays, and then I'm not sure what kind of skin is next to it. Obviously it's only alligator through part of it, but really nice stitching, really thick there in the shaft, and just a phenomenal boot. One of my favorite boots to wear dressing up. Next to that, next to my Cohiba, is a boot company out of Texas, Harper, Texas, the Jones Boot Company. And you can see that on there. They're out of Harper, Texas. And these are some of my favorite alligators. Look at that beautiful big scale. Just great, smooth detail there. You can see some alligator belly at the top there on the shaft. A very nice boot. Love those boots. Conversely, here's a pair that I got relatively inexpensively. These are Nile Crocodile. And it's a boot company called Montana Boot Company. You can find those in some stores. I think they're made in Mexico. So, again, you can get really nice boots made in Mexico. Nothing wrong with that. A lot of the Texas boot makers have come from Mexico, or their family has, and a really nice boot. Interesting, detail, corded shaft there, and so nice color combination. So, really nice deals out there. Here's a famous custom boot maker here. And these are Rodney Ammon's boots. You can see the Rodney Ammon signature in there. These are, of course, full quill ostrich. Very shiny there on going up the boot. Beautiful quill, very comfortable boots. Ostrich, one of the most comfortable boots you can find. And here's a boot, another fairly inexpensive, and this was kind of a different scale of alligator. You can see the front of it. So this boot is out of Houston, and if you can see it in there, it's the I believe it's the Palace Boot Shop out of Houston, Texas, and maybe that's a brand that they had made for them. Maybe that's their own company, I'm not sure. Again, I got these off of eBay. So we have a really nice contrast between the type of, that's a Nile Crocodile. You've got more of an alligator belly. This is sort of the true alligator belly. This is, I don't know, maybe a different part of the alligator. And then we get into one of my favorite custom boot makers, not too well known. Initially found him on eBay, and then he's on Facebook a lot, and social media, called Hanson Exotics. Now check out these. These are Really phenomenal. Look at that. Beautiful scaling of the alligator belly there. And it's I really like kind of how it comes to a small square toe. I don't like the real large square toe. I've got another one here I can compare it to. But Hanson Exotics, made in the United States, made out of Texas. I think his company is based in California. You can look them up online, and they make really very good value for what you pay and what you get. I mean, phenomenal boot. Wore them quite a bit. I've replaced the heel soles on them a couple of times now because I wear them so much. So next to it is also another Hanson Exotics, and you can see they just make very unique boots. So that's a unique color. Again, alligator belly really brings out the scaling there, that light brown color. Hanson Exotics, yeah, just a great boot. So here's an underrated brand that I found some great deals on, El Mexico. So Mexico with a J in the middle. And so this middle one is a Peruku skin, as is the one on the left, and that's a fish skin. And it's very flexible, and I think it's pretty durable, but I don't wear these a lot just because they're so unique. And they actually have a little bit more of a loud, pointy front than I typically wear. You can see I've got a full quill ostrich. You can see the quill is beautiful. I mean, very nice skin. And then look at the detail in the shaft, all the stitching. It's fancy stitched. And again, El Mexico. So that's the three of these. That's the ostrich, the really cigar color of the Peruku, and then a pure black Peruku skin. And the last one is the I think one of the most underrated boot brands out there that I've got fantastic deals on, and these are Corral boots. Simply phenomenal boots. I believe they're made in Mexico. Yes, I see one of these. So this is an eel. You can see it's a 10E, made in Mexico. It's Corral. But look how that shines. Almost looks like it's a green, but it's not. It's green, obviously, up the shaft there. And then one of my favorite boots, this is a wider square toe. Like I was comparing, the Jones boot was a smaller one, but still a great boot. Beautiful detail in the scaling. Has held up well. I wear these probably as much as any other boot in my collection. This it may be a Nile crocodile. It kind of looks that Nile. That when you see those smaller squares, sometimes that's the Nile crocodile. So that is, again, a Corral boot. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, see the Corral. And they're phenomenal. The alligator belly, the eel. And then the last one is a smooth ostrich. And these, believe it or not, you might believe it, they look a little beat up. Look at the design in the shaft. They're very cool. I mean, I wore these out dealing with the horses, and I mean, they got totally muddied, totally dirty. Shouldn't have wore them out there because they're too nice of a boot, but you can see they have cleaned up remarkably well. They look great. So that's your off-brand boot collection, and just great boots. You can find a lot of nice deals. I gotta find my cigar now. So phenomenal collection there. The Cohiba is just a great cigar if you can get a real one. So many fake Cuban Cohibas out there that chances are if you get one in the States, you're getting a fake. This one I know is real because I went to Cuba and got it. If you want to hear about how you go to Cuba legally from the United States, check out some of my other videos. I talk about it. Ooh, too much smoke. All right, well, that ought to do it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you soon.